What is good, everybody? My name is Polo. Hope you're doing well. And today I have a request to step outside my comfort zone and check out some music from one of you. And this is a Patreon supporter, JoJo, who wants me to hear the Hollies' Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. Now, I'm not familiar with the Hollies and I've never heard this song. If it sounds familiar when I'm playing it, I'll let you guys know. But before we get started with the video, if you like this type of content, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit that notification bell. The engagement, the likes, and the comments, and even the shares helps the video grow, and I truly appreciate it. Let's get into it. Okay, it's one of those. It's rocking. Feels kind of southern rock, but I'm not sure. Love the echo of the drums there. This might have been on Forrest Gump or something like that. You know, I've never heard it in its entirety, but this definitely sounds familiar. I've heard it somewhere. Okay, parts of it. This will be my first time actually sitting down and processing the song and listening to it as far as for entertainment. I have this thing where I compartmentalize music sometimes, like where I like it in its setting, like, oh, that's good for that movie, and I heard it in that movie and I liked it, but I never, listened to it on its own. So, it'll just stay there. But like listening to it the way it was intended, where some of these were big hits for their time, that's a different thing for me. But yes, this definitely feels familiar. There's just two things I like about this right off the bat. I like how the vocals for this, it kind of sounds like he's singing in a stadium, and it's kind of like you get that reverb effect or whatever. And I also love the bass line for this and the drums. So those are a couple things that really sound very, very good in this track here. Okay, maybe it wasn't this song. I think it's the band, all right? Because the part that I'm waiting to hear, I haven't heard it yet. But the voice is, it's one of a kind. So, his voice sounds familiar, and their sound, has like that old, typically when you hear this in film, it's like during some sort of war scene or something, or army scene. Beautiful.
I saw her head onto the table. Well, a tall, walking, big black cat. Until I said, I hope that you're eating, boy. But I'm telling you, she knows where it's at. But suddenly we heard the sirens, and everybody started to run. Jumping out of doors and tables. Well, I heard somebody shooting the gun. Well, the D was palm from my left hand, she was a hold of my right. Well, I told her, don't get scared, cause you're gonna be spared. Well, I gotta be forgiven if I wanna spend my living with the wrong woman in a black dress. Just a fine, now beautiful soul. Well, but just one look, I was a bad mess, cause that long blue woman had it all. Had it all.
I don't know what it is, you know, just the way that he decides to carry that last on, you know, I like that. It's dope.
Long blue woman had it all. Had it all. Had it all.
Ooh,
Had it all.
fire.
Had it all. Had it all. Had it all.
That was rocking. You know, I'm not, you know, I never thought I'd be the craziest about like Southern rock and whatnot. It's okay. It's good, but that was electrifying in my opinion. It was really, really good. Is it something that I would play in my old Forerunner? Yes, this would make the list for me. All right. Nice, has a nice hop to it as well. You know, I like the groove overall, the Hollies. Okay. Now, if you are someone like me who's a millennial and you know, you didn't grow up listening to this, I'd be curious to know what your opinion is on it. And if you actually lived through this time, you know, was this something that, you know, made your A tracks or whatever tech it was that you guys were listening to, listening to music? You know, when I first started listening to music, I had a you know, a recorder, cassette player, and I would sit by the radio and wait for my favorite song to come on, and then I would hit record, and then I would make my playlist that way. And then we graduated from that to CDs, and then from CDs to MP3 players, that to the iPod, and then eventually the phone. You know, but I am old enough to remember 8 tracks and records as well, because you know, when I did live with my family when I was a kid, you know, my mother would buy old stuff from the Goodwill, like you know, record players and things of that nature. So, because she loved music, so you know, I have seen that stuff. So, but anyways, overall, this was really, really good. And the Hollies, the way this was produced, just the sound, the quality of the record itself sound amazing. I don't you know much about music in terms of engineering, but it just sounded very well done, from the vocals to the way the guitar sounded to everything, in my opinion. So, yep, that's what I got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to support the show, as well as most of these music reactions are not monetized. My links will be in the description, where you can send in, you know, a coffee, Patreon, Venmo, Cash App, or subscribe to the Patreon, where you can catch content that doesn't make my YouTube channel and hit me up directly, as well as join the Discord. Until next time, I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate your time. Peace.